Yeah.
So you ended with right as the dogs were barking, you were saying how you got the facility. So just start right there, like how.
Yeah. Well, I was saying that we start. I mean, my responsibility have been changing from. I mean, during the time. I used to be just interpreting before, or and making contact with necessary contact. Uh, uh, and the first years that ministry started in Cap Haitian, and I would go to the parent, meet the parent who brought the kids, the parent that had problem. They brought their kids to us, and then I would go to their house and see where they live, and kind of translating for them also, things like that. But right now I become kind of a coordinator of the all things concerning adoption for COTP here. And beside that, I also help with the legal side of things for COTP, which is all the thing that is have to see with represent the orphanage in front of the office, necessarily office like IBSR, which is an office which is the social service for the whole country. So sometimes I have to make contact with them, and if there's a meeting or things like that to go to. So that's what my responsibility is mostly about.
Okay. And then on this next one, try to raise your voice just a little bit, like
Okay.
if you hear the baby
Okay.
crying.
Okay.
It probably doesn't sound fine, but just we want to come out clear. And then talk about what it's like for a mom and dad to. She just thinks you're playing with her. she's just like, oh, you want to play? Talk about what it's like when a mom and dad drop their child off to COTP.
It's always a very difficult thing for a mom or a dad to drop their kids to COTP. Not, I imagine it's the same thing for any other orphanages who receive kids. Why it is difficult, because when they drop the kids, they always expect something. They always expect to have it back at some point. They always think that it is. They always hope that they will see these kids again, or have information about. To these kids sometime. But also, they still at the same time want the best for the kids. They will sometime come after the decision, after giving the decision, they will come back and say, well, they look for information and things like that. Before the kids leave, they will come here. They are allowed to come anytime they want to visit, and you can see that sometimes they want the best for the child, but they also can't offer the best for the child. So it's always a difficult decision. But it's always good also when we know that our kids is going to a family that are going to love them, and show the difference in their life.
So let me stop right there. So now what is it like when answer and again, just kind of speak up just a little bit.
Yeah.
What is it like when a child does get adopted to a good family? Like what's it like for them to get into a home?
Well, do you mean getting to the adopting family? What is that?
Well, yeah, when the child either gets adopted by someone, or they get to go back to their biological mother and father. Like what's a simple way to say it? Like what's a success story? Like what a success story looks like for COTP. Like,
well, the success is you see the different. You see the personally. I had the opportunity to work with kids difficult situation like that way, in my life, 15 to 16 years, and I see the difference when you can finally imagine what this child was gonna live and what is living in the present time. We had received many kids that have been abandoned in hospital, and the situation is not really good at the hospital. When they are abandoned in this hospital, nobody took care for them. Or when you think about this and think about, well, there's not a family who will provide for this child, for his life, for his future, and things like that. And then finally you see there's a family right now who can love, who show loves, who care for this child, who bring to his life what this child need in life. Then this is what I consider a success. And we have a lot of our kids that personally I went to visit, and then I was very proud of this ministry, very proud of it, and because I've been thinking, because I've been working in all the side. I mean, kids from the street, kids that really need a family and who doesn't have a family, kids that need to go to school, they don't have anybody to pay for them to go to school and things like that. And then finally, when I saw most of our kids that I had an opportunity to go and visit, I saw them going to school. The family share love, show love to them, and this is already a success. It's already taking them from a point of, I will say, very difficult life to bring them to something else, which is going to be improving their life. So this is a success.
That's exactly what we want people to hear.
And also, I also believe that what really bring what the child needs in his life is not putting him in an institution or growing up in one institution. One of the things that I always consider a good thing here is that, in COTP's policy is, it's like the kids are here for a period of time. It's not for all the life or for a long period of time, but a short period of time, as the whole period of time just for them to go to their family, either biological family or adoptive family. Some kids that we receive them just to care for them and to give them back to the family here. Even though it's a short period of time, but still it's a really good help for those families who couldn't offer like health care for the children, who couldn't pay the bill in the hospital for these children who life was in danger. And finally, COTP helped them with this situation, an urgent situation. So that's a really good thing. It's always a really good thing also when you see some of the family, this is very important, some of the family who have been adopted children, when they support those other kids, in school, they support them, they sponsor them, the school. Some of the family do that. That is a really good thing. They provide for other kids. For the other kids of this family who they had adopting a child from this family who had like 10 or 8 children. Most of them mostly don't go to school, and then they provide for a couple of them to go to school. This is a really good help also for those families. So I believe this is a very positive thing. Especially if the kids go to a family who love them, if you really feel love. And I think this is already something. So I believe that.
Good deal, man. Anything you want to say about your presidential campaign on video?